Hi, good morning. It's Saturday, the 7th of January, 2017. Uh, Hope everybody had a good first week of the new year. Um, I had an interesting week to say the least. Of course, we came back to work on the Tuesday. Okay, and yeah, we had New Year's, the second day off that Monday, so we had a short work week, which was good. But there's changes. Remember, early in my earlier vlogs this year, first part of the year, actually, I was transferring to the New York office because they were shutting down the Hoboken office where I worked. And so, that was an adjustment, of course, naturally meeting new people and getting used to the place and my new position, of course, naturally. And we found out Friday, like I said, well, for those who don't remember, I work for Williams Lee, which is an outsourced company. When I first started working with Marsh and McLennan Company, which is the parent company of the place I work, which is an insurance company, I got hired by MMC, so I was working for MMC, and then a couple of years later, down the road, we got taken over. They outsourced my particular job to an outsourced company, Williams Lee. So they had the company for the past, I think, 7 years almost, of course. And then we found out Friday that apparently because with outsourced companies, they renew the contract. They usually operate on like a 3-year contract, I think, usually for the most part. And guess we found out Friday that they lost the company. I guess the contract was up for bid again, as it usually was, and they lost. Williams Lee lost the bid. So basically, what happens is there's a new company. I think they told us it was Cushman Wakefield. They won the contest. I guess they came in with a lower bid and or whatever, and Morris and McLennan, the parent company, chose them. So basically, to the end of March, Williams Lee is going to be there until the end of March, which means they're going to go, and then Cushman Wakefield is going to take over. So with these takeover things, usually what happens is they interview the people that are already there because to make the transition easier, they particularly probably want people that have already been there. So basically, you get a chance to interview for your job basically if you want it, or you get to leave if you want to be, or you find out what Cushman Wakefield are offering and stuff, and see if they want because a lot of times when these companies come in, sometimes they want you to take pay cuts and stuff. So that's an option as well. But we had a conference call. Well, first they told us at 1 o'clock we had a meeting with all the lead the lead guys, all the divisions. I was the lead of the print shop, and we had the lead of the mailroom and the lead of the records and OSAs and all that stuff. We had a meeting with the account manager in his office where he broke it down to us that they had lost the contract and stuff, and he's going to be there till the 31st. That's when the contract runs out, and then of course, Customer Wakefield is going to come in. They said over the next 45 days to look over the operation, I guess, and then they said everybody probably get a chance to interview and stuff, with the company. I guess if you want to stay on or you see what I guess package. Um, I guess William Lee, if you don't want to stay on, I guess you'll see what. So I'm trying to explore my options, keep my options open and stuff just to see and to read up about Cushman Wakefield because I have no idea. I think Cushman Wakefield was real estate. I thought they were real estate, which I think they are, but I guess they do other stuff as well. So I'm just gonna play it by ear and see how it goes. But what had happened yesterday, it just reminded me of a term that the guy I used to work with, Nelson Jones, used to tell me that everybody gets a turn. Basically, that when people uh, are crappy to other people, they get their turn. It usually happens to them, and I've seen a lot of examples of that with this job over the years. And I guess, and I text as soon as he told me that, I thought of Nelson right away because his term, everybody gets a turn, and I texted him when I got on the train, and he said, "Yeah, just look at all that ass kissing they was doing before, did them no good. They still lost, they lost the contract. So they were, I guess, Lee was there for, I guess, 2 contracts, and when it came to renew for the third time, Williams Lee, not Williams Lee, Marshall McLennan said, "No, we're going with this different." So, like I said, we were joking about it, but seriously talking about it for an hour. The thing is, because normally, like I said, I leave at 5. but the meeting was at 1 o'clock, and then the big conference call was at 2 o'clock. So it seemed like time got slow right after that. After that meeting, the big conference call thing, like time really got slow because people were talking about it. We were working a little bit because it wasn't that busy, but it just seemed like things started to slow down a bit for like time basically. I was saying, Jesus Christ, it's not even 3 o'clock yet. Things are just going slow, maybe because we went to lunch early and then decided to be back for the 1 o'clock meeting, and then the 2 o'clock conference call. So everybody went upstairs to the the conference room and listened to what are the heads of HR saying, basically that and they printed a bunch of paperwork of questions, frequently asked questions that people have to ask. I have to pick some of that up on Monday. I did, they had it laid out on the table, but I didn't really concentrate on it. We were just talking mostly, everybody around, sitting around talking and stuff, and figure out our options and stuff. Like, I've been through this a little bit, I guess, twice before. The company that I worked for originally, which was J.P. Morgan, which became EquiServe at the end. I was there for like 11 years, and then eventually they started downsizing, and I got I got let go. So I basically had in October, and then so I had to stay there from October to December, basically cleaning up, and I managed to get 6 months severance pay and 6 months of unemployment insurance, and then I got the job with MMC, which and I was there for I think 4 5 years until Williams Lee came over and took over, and then of course I decided to stay with Williams Lee and stuff because I like the job and stuff, and so I'm gonna see what now. We can see what now and see how it plays out, because like I said, everything's sort of in flux now, just to see what because like I said, nobody wants to take a pay cut, and I have to see because we never know. Well, Cushman Wakefield, when they come in, they may decide that they want to cut some people or something. So I don't know. I got to see what they're going to be offering and stuff. And they had us write down our emails and cell phone numbers, contact information and stuff. So I just want to basically see how it goes. See how it plays out. So 2017 has something to become really interesting. So hopefully we'll see how it plays out. I just want to see what what they're offering and see what the people are like. The people that because the jobs will be the same basically. You're just working for a different company. So we'll just have to see what they're offering and stuff and see. But I want to keep my options open and stuff. Just I don't want to jump into anything. See what they're offering, and if I decide to leave, what kind of severance package I get if I do decide to leave and stuff. You're getting to a point where, like we were just talking about this the other week at work, and I was basically telling them, listen, I want to work maybe another 10 years, but I don't want to be working into my 70s. I really don't. Okay, I would rather hopefully start working when I'm 60 something, and then get my Social Security, and I want to be able to enjoy the later part of my life. I don't want to be working up until I'm 70 something. I really don't. Okay, I realize that. That's why my 401k and stuff, I haven't touched that or anything. So, and luckily I don't have any kids or anything, so I have money in the bank. So I'm just I want to enjoy the latter part of my life. So my plan exactly was to try to hopefully work for the next 10 years or so, and or at least till I can get Social Security, if Social Security is still alive at that point. And but anyway, that's enough of the work thing. Today's goal is football weekend, wild card weekend. So you get 2 games today and 2 games tomorrow. I want to watch those games, but I think I want to go to movies today in the morning, and or I'm debating that because I do have a movie I bought last week, Hella High Water. I could watch that and then go to movies. Next week we had a 3-day weekend because of Martin Luther King, so I could wait till next week and then see 2 movies then. Because I do want to see Underworld, and I do want to see Hidden Figures. So I was thinking about seeing Hidden Figures today because it's 11:30 show, and then getting back uptown enough time because I think the football game starts at 4 or something, so I could be back uptown before then because the movie will be over should be over like about 2 You know, if I can get back uptown by 4, you know, do my little shopping, my little movie shopping. I want to get in and watch the 2 games that are on today. So, but I'm debating. I got Hell and High Water. I can watch that and then just wait until next week and see Underworld and Hidden Figures to see them back to back because we got a nice 3-day weekend coming up. So I might do that. I'm debating it. I'll let you'll know actually. Well, if you see my review of Hell or High Water, or if you see my review of Hidden Figures, then you'll know what I did. If you see Hell or High Water, I stayed home. If you see Hidden Figures, my review of that later today, then you know I went to the movies. Like I said, I'm leaning towards staying here and watching Hell and High Water, and you know, so I can then go out movie shopping and food shopping and get back in, and so I can watch the football games and stuff. This is wild card weekend. Got 2 games today and 2 games tomorrow. My Giants play tomorrow. It's Green Bay. Go Big Blue. Okay, and we can get back to Super Bowl. Very possible. Eli gets the magic again. We can go back. But anyway, yeah. So that's the goal today, and I gotta order the the covers for my steelbooks. I'm gonna do that. I keep putting it off, and I gotta do that. I want to do that. Try to do that today, so I can get them next week, and hopefully by the end of the week, so that way I got a 3-day week, and I can start putting. I want to protect the steelbooks and stuff, and put them in the little plastic things, which looks nice. Anyway, that's it. Again, as far as the work is concerned, like I said, the work is even if I say with Cushman work, the work is going to be the work is going to be the work. Okay, it just depends. Some people are probably going to leave. Some people are probably going to stay. Most people will probably stay, depending. You know, you got to see what the new company. If the new company is, make sure they're not going to blackball you, not blackball you, but try to cut salaries because that could be part of their deal. Maybe they told Marsh and McLennan that we'll save you money we'll come in with cheaper salaries. That could be the thing that because a lot of us that work in that area that we work in, mail distribution and records and stuff. A lot of us are older people, so and a lot of times companies come in and they want to save money, so they figure, yeah, we'll get rid of, or we'll tell the people to take a pay cut, or we're bringing younger people to do the job. So it happens. So we'll just see how it plays out. I just want to explore my options and see if, because they said you get a chance to interview, or what you can do is go with Williams Lee, like look on their website for any job and see if so you can leave. Actually, you can transfer or interview for another job and work at another site. You have that option as well. And our manager is supposed to be there to the 31st. The big boss, through the transition, he's supposed to stay there, and then I guess eventually Williams Lee will assign him somewhere else. But so he already told us that one guy had already left, and left Marsh McLennan and went to like a law firm. One of the guys that used to work in New York, he already left. And my boss, I think I said this before, my boss, who was there for the account manager there, Rufus, he just left. He had told me just before I went on vacation that he had got assigned, he got 2 new sites and he was leaving. And basically he was in the process of leaving. He had officially left actually. The 29th was his last day, but he's been coming back and forth because he got an office and he works like 33 Park Avenue, and also he has a site in Jersey, so he's been going back and he has to go. He's managing those 2 sites, which is not Marsh McLennan, so he's safe. So he basically got out in time. Okay, and I feel bad for the new lady that came in that was taking her place. She came from another site. Now she finds out a week into the job that the parent company has lost the contract. So she just got here, so she's in a weird position. That she left her site to come here, and then the site is basically they're losing the site. So I feel bad for her in that way. But they tell us business as usual, but it's not going to be business as usual. I mean, they always tell you that, but it's not going to be business as usual because it's a change, and it's you gotta get something you got to get used to. So I know they always tell you that it's a change. They always tell you that business as usual, but it's not going to be business as usual. Like I said, we spent like I said, basically about 2 hours sitting there talking about the change. You know, everybody's sitting around talking about this is a big change, and one girl got emotional in the meeting. You know, because it is uncertain because you don't know if you're going to stay or whether you're going to leave or whether you can even like I said, try to transfer to another Williams Lee site if you want to. That is an option, or you can just become an employee at Cushman Wakefield if they offer you the job and not cutting your salary and everything. So you got to see what they have to offer when they come around and stuff. And so it is a big change. So 2017 is getting interesting. So I could be in a few months working for a new company. Could be Cushman Wakefield, or I could be if I decide to take a package. I'll see what the package is. It has to be like I said. I'm not leaving my job for like a 2 month package or something. I told the guys at my job, we were joking around about it, but I said if I was to leave, it has to be something significant, like 6 months. 6 months has to be at least 6 months. I'm not leaving this job, so I have to search for a new job unless I get at least 6 months severance pay and unemployment. Then that'll be worth the while to leave to try to start over. But if not, I'm not leaving. I'm just going to see what Cushman Wakefield is going to offer. As long as they're not talking about cutting my salary, because I think I earned what I'm making because I've been there for all these years. So I think I rightly earned what I have. So I don't particularly want to take a pay cut. So hopefully that won't be an issue, and we'll see. I'll keep you updated as I go along with these vlogs and let you know what exactly happens. But like I said, we have to play it by ear. And remember that term that my friend said. I don't know, that always stuck in my head. I don't know. I gotta ask him one day where he got that term. Anybody gets a turn. I don't know. Maybe somebody else heard that term before. I never heard that term before. I met him and he said that term to me, and it always stuck in my head. Everybody gets a turn because, like I said, we've seen people on the job treat other people wrong, and then something karma. I call it karma, but he calls it everybody gets a turn. Then it's their turn to get messed with. So. And I know at the end when he left, Nelson, he hated the big boss. He really hated him for putting him in this position. So, and I remember when he said, "Don't worry about him. He's gonna get his turn." He said, "All that ass kissing that they do." I remember his specific words that just rang in my ears when we found out. He said, "Yeah, all that ass kissing they're making us do is not gonna amount to nothing. If the master company wants to get rid of you, they're gonna get rid of you." And sure enough, they did get rid of Williams Lee. And I thought Williams Lee. I really honestly thought, my honest opinion, that Williams Lee wasn't going to go anywhere. I thought Williams Lee was doing a good job as far as I know. But apparently, like Cushman Wakefield, they made a better offer, apparently. And like I said, they won the contract. So maybe they decided it was time. Like I said, all that was above my head. So, like I said, that's why it was a shock to me. I really did think. But then again, I should have known because they wouldn't have had two meetings like that if they renewed the contract. They would have probably just gathered everybody together and said, "Hey, the contract got renewed." They wouldn't have held a conference call or anything like that. If if they had renewed the contract, they would have said that. But I should have known when they said, "But we're just gonna see how it plays out." Like I said, I'm at a weird age that I hate to start over or anything else. But like I said, I don't want to be working for the next 10 years or so, and then I want to be able to hopefully retire and get and enjoy the rest of my life. I really don't want to be working into my late 60s and 70s. I really don't. So hopefully we'll see how it plays out. I'll keep you updated. And this vlog is going long because I'm rambling. Okay. So again, Hella High Water, or maybe I'll flip a coin, or Hidden Figures today. Look for that review, one of those reviews later today. And I did watch The Secret Life of Pets, and I got to put a review of that up. I did watch Secret Life of Pets last week, and I meant to make a video review of that, so maybe I'll do that today. So look for that review also later today. That one, and either Hella High Water or Hidden Figures, or like I said, I may see it next week because we got a long weekend. I'll maybe see Underworld and Hidden Figures on next Saturday. Maybe I'll see it then because we got the 3-day weekend coming up, so maybe I'll see those movies then. Okay. So anyway, I hope everybody have a great weekend, and Stay safe. And this is Trepacer saying so long and take care.